Okay, this is the second part of this video. Why I'm against the death penalty is because the video literally just cut out. And the Bible is a composite, and so it was written by a lot of well-educated people. Not that every composite book is, but this one, the Bible had a lot of useful knowledge. But the Bible says, "Vengeance is mine, saith the Lord." Now, why does it say that? Was it because they were not capable of it? No, no. It's because they understood that this realm is not everything there is. There are other realms out there. There are the spirit, what people call the spirits, and so it's hard for me to explain it because I've got chronic fatigue. Bear in mind, but so the next video will be talking about the other realms. So I'm trying to keep it only human realm. I think if you're trying to bring about a real peaceful existence, I don't think you can realistically do that. And I think the same thing is for I don't believe in abortion. I believe that abortion is a form of sacrifice. It's something that I personally think people should be put in prison for committing abortion. And I do use the term commit abortion because it's something, it's the same thing as one commits a burglary or a murder, or I don't believe that abortion can be something that's accepted in a truly loving society. And I do wonder whether it's practiced, whether it's encouraged to bring about some kind of end days event. When I talk of that, I do live up to these standards. I am a virgin because I don't want to get a woman pregnant unless I'm married to her. I don't want to accidentally get pregnant get a woman pregnant and then engage in that behavior, because that's not morally right. Now, I know that there are some bad criminals, but Ian Huntley, there was no need to kill him. Ian Huntley had already reserved his spot in the lower realms of hell. So sending him there early might actually get his punishment less. And I don't know that. But I do think it's something to leave leave it to the spirits to decide that, instead of executing. I like living in Britain because there's no death penalty. That's a nice thing. It's a nice thing. And actually, I'm more liable to be peaceful based on that, because it gives an even footing. And I think that's something to respect. It's an even footing where the state can't kill and you don't kill the state. Now, I may have different beliefs. For example, if I was in a combat zone, or if realistically, if Britain had guns, I don't think I would want one. I don't want the liability of having one. But if I was walking around with one, like the Americans do, where they've got like the hip on the hip, and I defended myself, that's different because that's a heat of the moment. So I do karate, and I know that if I use my karate for self-defense and somebody gets hurt or killed, well, that's bad luck. If I get attacked first for no reason, I defend myself and they end up worse off. That's not my problem. But if somebody were to kill me, I wouldn't want them executed. I wouldn't want that. And feel free to post comments. I don't mind if you want to call me an idiot, if you want to call me names, go ahead. Oh, sorry, I just got an email about my bees. But I think if you really want to bring about peace on earth, I think you've got to follow the example of the Buddha and the Christ. And I don't think it's a metaphorical thing. I think following it really does do something good. I think following it really will bring about peace on earth. And in respect to that, I don't believe in abortion, of course. I don't believe in animal testing, and I am a vegetarian. I only eat animal products where I can actually gather them, my own eggs and my own honey. That's how I do it.